Hi. Well, today we're going to do another one of these Can You Identify These Guns videos. And for anybody that's not familiar with this series of videos, it's just a fun little game to play to see how many guns you can identify without being able to closely see the markings on them. And what I got out on the table today is one single shot rifle, one single action automatic pistol, and two double action revolvers. And I'll give you a closer look at them and try to cover up the markings on them. We'll see how many of them you can figure out what they are. Now this one here shouldn't be too terribly difficult for anybody that's familiar with old rifles. It is a .22 caliber. It's a falling block, octagon barrel, blade type front sight, this one is a takedown model. But actually, these rifles were made in all kinds of different configurations over the years. Round barrels, long barrels, short barrels, half octagon, half round. Some of them were takedown, some of them weren't. But it shouldn't be, like I said, for anybody that's familiar with old rifles, that one's kind of iconic. I'll try to cover up the markings on this thing or else I'll give it away. And this shouldn't be too difficult to identify for people that are into classic automatic pistols. Bottom magazine release. Has a grip safety as well as the thumb safety. Hammerless. Well, this one here is a fairly classic double action revolver. And I will give the answers at the end of the video. And I'm about to give the answers, so if you think you need a little more time to think about it, go ahead and pause the video. When I started out doing these Identify These Guns videos, I didn't figure I was going to do very many of them. But people seem to like them and keep asking for more, so they're pretty easy to do. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give the answers now. This is a Stevens model 1915 Favorite .22 long rifle. And with the octagon barrel, this is one of the pretty early ones. Now this one here might be the hardest one to pick out of the bunch. This is a Browning model 1915. Belgian made. And these are exactly the same as the Browning 1910 model, except that they started importing them into the U.S. in 1955, so they called this the 1955 model. 380 caliber. They were also made in 32 caliber. Now this here is a Smith & Wesson Model 10. Heavy barrel, nickel finish. Of course these are 38 special. Specifically it's a Model 10-6. Probably made in the 70s. The 10-6 and 10-5 are exactly the same gun, except that the -6 has a heavy barrel and the -5 has a tapered barrel. This is a Smith & Wesson Airlight 317-3 kit gun. 22 long rifle. These are an alloy frame. They're very, very light. Make a good little trail gun. Carry it around so light you might forget that you're actually carrying it. So there you've got your answers. So thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment on how many of them you managed to get right.